is the need to have our own court. You will recall that in Kericho, the current court, which is occupied by the Judiciary Corner C, is actually a facility that is being rented. We do not have a substantial court in Kericho. We have explored, and as a county government, we have expressed our willingness to offer space and land to build a modern court in Kericho County, in the headquarters, the county headquarters court. We have also discussed the need of expanding these courts to the sub-counties. And I'm glad to report to you today that in our discussions we have agreed that in Soshot, we're also going to have a mobile court at Soshot. And at Sikowet, we're also equally going to have another court. At Kapkatet, we are going to have another court. And at Kipkelion, where already there was a designated land for the building of a new court, we're also going to have a court. I have directed my CEC for lands and the county attorney to be able to facilitate space and documentations to enable the judiciary to be able to build a court at Kipkelion. You know, as we speak today, that whenever we have offenders and whenever we have issues of litigations from those sides of Kipkelion, most of our people has been going to Molo to seek for services. Out of this concern, as we move forward then, we'll be working very closely with the judiciary to ensure that we have a functional court at Kipkelion. And while at the same time, every other sub-county will look forward to be able to have a court. At Kapkatet, we have already a court that was being used by the African courts that is next to the social hall, where we have an ICT center for the county government. We are also going to utilize that particular space to enable that the courts will also operate from there. We have discussed robustly also on alternative justice resolution, which will also be able to ease the backlog of cases within the judiciary, so that those cases that can be resolved within our villages and our homes by people that have been trained competently, and then they will be able to handle at that level. This will ensure that, again, we make justice not only accessible, but where we can resolve alternatively, we work on the same.
We have been able to agree on a site where we can build a modern court for the judiciary. We've also agreed to partner and collaborate in the campaign against SGBV. We've agreed to promote alternative justice systems. And the county government has been gracious enough also to provide a facility for establishment of a small claims court, which is a specialized court really dealing with cases of small value from 1 million and below. And they have a special procedure which ensures that cases are determined within the shortest time possible and as provided by statute within 60 days. I'm also happy that the governor of Kericho County is very passionate about administration of justice, about the rule of law and democracy, and the place of the judiciary in any democracy.
The Constitution requires that the courts are as close or proximate as possible to where the people are. In this case, we are mandated to ensure that all the sub-counties have courts. So to roll out this, we require resources. Just as my sister has mentioned, we require some support on funding. As of now, not just for the construction, but also currently, the judicial officers are working about 17 hours a day to try to clear the backlog. We've been through all the courts and we've seen the amount of work that they are dedicated to do. There is a lot of peer review within the judiciary, and they are ensuring that all these issues which Wananchi continue to complain about are actually being addressed. We found courts that are doing up to 200%, meaning they are finishing the work they have and they are trying to clear past backlog. So we are urging Kenyans to also consider, maybe the judiciary normally don't talk a lot because they just do their work, but there is plenty they are doing towards solving issues that we normally have. So we are urging for continuous support to the judiciary to continue to provide justice. And like you've heard, we are rolling out other issues, including the alternative justice systems, so that little issues can be handled as close to where the people are and reduce their expenses, so that we spend more time in more productive work.